Hello and welcome to Roll4It, where your favorite YouTubers and streamers get together a few times a week to play some lovely tabletop RPGs. Of course, today we have the finale of our sponsored CAPERS RPG, episode 4 of 4. This is the last one, everyone. It's the last one. So, of course, this is sponsored. It's sponsored by Craig, who is also our GM. Hi, Craig. Who made CAPERS. You might also want to know that CAPERS has a Kickstarter happening in, what, 3 days? Monday?
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, so 3 days, yeah.
Tuesday, okay. 3 days, there we go. Which is CAPERS Noir. There you go, March 12th. Put it in your calendar.
Yep.
The Kickstarter is for CAPERS Noir, which is the 40s noir setting as opposed to the old-fashioned bootleg era, and involves a load of new abilities and stuff, right?
That's correct. And I mean, a lot of what's in there is perfectly usable in the regular game, like we're playing right now. But then there's also like an alternative setting where you can progress the storyline of that world forward into the 40s and sort of a crime noir, moody, atmospheric story rather than gangster shoot 'em ups. So it's multi-use.
There you go. So if you want some more awesome rules and so on, if you want to extend your current game or you want a new game set in the 40s, go check out the Kickstarter when it launches. Bear in mind, of course, that we do have some links to the actual current CAPERS edition, which we have the PDF, the soft cover, and the hardcover all in different bundles that you can go check out, and that is discounted, so, I mean, now's a good time to get it. It's the final episode. I'm just saying, those codes aren't going to last very much longer, so if you're fancying getting them, might go check them out. Of course, being able to go and do that and support Craig helps us to get more sponsorships, because people will be like, hey, we should sponsor Roll4It and do shows there because people buy our content. So if you are looking forward to buying it or you're thinking about buying it, definitely go check it out because it will help us out and it'll help Craig out. And yeah, also it's discounted, so you're not going to get that for very much longer. So, you know, I'll consider it. But yeah, right. In which case, announcements. We'll go really, really quick here because we only have 2 hours and it's a finale, so we'll go over them more in Mage. There's no Vampire this evening. It is Mage. It's the second part of the one-shot because people wanted more, so it's part 2 of 1, and there'll be part 3 of 1 coming on the 30th. And then we also have the Masks RPG trailer will be dropping tonight as well. It's amazing. Seriously good. Definitely stick around to see that happening on the Mage show. And yeah, right. I think that's it. Is there anything else we've got, Mag? In which case, Craig, you want to take it away?
Also, good jobby. 3 minutes.
Yeah, there we go. Speed run.
When last we left our gang, they were up to their necks in trouble. They had tracked Tommy 3 times and his cohorts to the red spot and were in the midst of a standoff. Violence broke out as Tommy transformed into a gigantic gorilla. Bullets flew and powers buzzed as Flip, Kitty, Bruce, and Lucille fought for their lives. Some well-timed superpowers and well-placed Tommy gun bullets led to victory as the gang managed to keep Tommy's number 2 alive. In exchange for her life, she confessed that Tommy and his gal Edith had pulled the triggers on the shooting of Officer Ray Garillo. Furthermore, she alluded to the mysterious vault that Tommy had promised they'd all loot one day. The gang took their captive to Mazaria, who seemed pleased that he had sent a message to the 40 Thieves gang. Boss Pauline Kelly remarked that while they were away, someone had busted up the giggle room. Upon returning to their place of business, they discovered broken furniture and bottles everywhere. A pool of liquor and beer on one wall led to the discovery of a hidden room. And inside was stashed a significant amount of money, a crate of rare fernet, and a barrel filled with gunpowder. We pick up again at the giggle room out in the bar area where you have cracked open several crates and popped the top on a barrel.
What is that?
That's gunpowder.
What? I've never seen no gun use powder. Guns use bullets.
I just look at my dad like,
You've got a point, boss.
I'm going to double facepalm.
That's a lot of money. You've been sitting on this the whole time, boss.
Well,
Kitty
apparently.
is going to sift through the powder to see if there's anything else in.
Just hands and gunpowder.
Yeah.
I'm going to check the money.
She's
to see if
probably
it's-
not the best decision, but she's
I'm
reckless.
I'm gonna stop you. Gunpowder's quite volatile. I've burned myself with gunpowder before. I'm gonna stop you.
Okay.
I like grab your hand and be like, Kit, it's rather volatile. You probably don't want to branch through that.
I'll say this much. When you rolled the barrel out, it felt, you know how when something is full and solid of something, like you don't feel anything shift inside of it. No part of it feels a little light, like it's top heavy or bottom heavy or anything like that.
So it doesn't feel like there's
it felt solidly full of something.
Okay.
Oh boy, we can make a big boom with that.
That's probably enough to take down several buildings.
Cool.
Is that what we're doing?
Or maybe just one.
A really big building.
What about that warehouse? We could go back and take all those jewels.
Why would we do that when we got a crate full of cash right here?
Can I check the cash to see if it's not counterfeit?
Good call. That's actually really smart.
As he's checking to see if it's counterfeit, I look at Bruce and I'm like, "You're willing to settle? When we could have even more?" And
I'm not against stealing their jewels, but
this
ain't bad.
I mean,
give me an expertise. Jeez. Expertise perception.
It's just 2 cards for me.
To kind of examine the details of
who's
the
the most
bill.
perceptive of us? I'm a 2 as well.
I think we're all 2, right?
I'm sorry, expertise senses, not perception's a trait. Expertise senses.
Yeah. I don't think I have senses.
It's not just noticing the bills. You can see the bills. It's like picking out the inconsistencies that there might be in the bills, which is more an expertise kind of thing.
Ooh.
Do I want to take a clubs, but it's a king?
yeah.
That's all you, buddy.
I'll take the clubs as it's a king.
With your meager understanding of counterfeiting, which is to say practically none, you don't see anything on the bill. I mean, you literally pull a bill out of your pocket and just start comparing. And you see serial number differences in the print, where it was printed, the mint that it was printed at differences. But other than that, you don't see any significant difference between them.
Well, it looks real enough. There must be somewhere around 1 million here.
I'm sorry. How much?
How much was there again, exactly?
Well, if you spend some time counting it, between the group of you, I mean, you can put together at least a rough estimate by just the bills are the bills are banded together in stacks, and you can check to see if is each stack the same denomination throughout, and then you can kind of count the different stacks of different denominations. And between the 4 of you, you spend a little bit of time going through it, and you feel like there's in the neighborhood of like $850,000, maybe $900,000. And for those who are wondering, that is the equivalent of give or take 12 million to 13 million today.
Yeah, so it's like 3 mil each in today's money.
Okay.
Well, if you split it equitably, yeah.
Of course we'll split it equitably.
Lucille walks straight over to the front door and locks it. And pulls the shades down. And then she climbs back over in her heels and she goes, "Boss, this is a lot of money. This must have been what they was looking for."
Who was looking for?
Lucille, you
Everyone.
lock the back door as well?
Oh, okay. She clomps to the back and locks that one too. We need to take this and go.
Who did you buy this place from?
Who did I buy it from?
You bought it from a name that you are sure is fake. It's more than likely that you bought it from some gangster who owned it.
Knockdown price
but,
from someone.
It was John Smith.
John Smith.
Like, you never met the man. You met an agent of the person.
I never met him. I met an agent of him.
What a dapper name. So, I mean, if he was another gangster, what if all this belongs to him?
Well, it
Why
doesn't
did
now.
he take
Well, it don't
it?
belong to us, but we can make
It
that
does
change.
now.
Yeah,
So
I'm all on board with you, Lucille.
who's really attached to New York. We could always take a road trip.
Where? It better be somewhere nice like Atlantic City.
Whoa.
Atlantic City's nice.
It is for this time.
Maybe
not today.
Am I hearing you right?
Well, why not? I didn't become a performer to work every day of my life.
Just as a note, Atlantic City of the era Atlantic City bills itself America's playground. It is building itself up as a resort town. It is very nice.
It's like the place to be at this time.
Yeah, it's a fancy place to go.
Kitty, you fancy going to
There's
Atlantic
lots
City?
of big hotels, lots of showrooms and dance parlors and all sorts of stuff. Yeah.
Boss, we could stay in soft beds and I don't know, drink our faces and gamble some money. Get an address. It could be fun.
Kitty's eyes are like.
We can do all that here. You know that, right?
Bruce.
Oh, Atlantic City. I'm not saying Atlantic
Whoever's
City.
money-
Fancy.
Whoever placed the money might come back.
So we gotta move it. We gotta tell Mazaria. We can pay off your debt, and then we can make this city ours.
See, that's okay. So as much as I like this Mazaria, the problem is he helped him buy this place, which means Mazaria's gonna think it's his dough.
Now,
I
you
move away
don't
from-
have to tell him you found all this dough. You just have to give him his money back.
And you don't think he's going to wonder where we got the money from?
It don't matter. He'll have his money. He won't ask questions.
It's gonna matter when he
Oh,
puts cold steel to your back.
Well, who ain't when you're carrying around this kind of dough?
I don't want cold steel on my back.
I'm with Lucille. I want
I'm
to
just saying, you skip town with this kind of cheddar, your problems are gonna follow you.
No, that's what the gunpowder's for.
Oh, we could fake our deaths. It's perfect. Nobody knows. We just start over. We one big happy gunpowder family.
With several crates of high malt liquor.
Sure. We could go anywhere. We could go to I heard of this place out Las Vegas.
Isn't that just like one or two buildings? Like, didn't
Well,
it
it
say-
is right
Vegas.
now.
Vegas isn't Vegas yet. Vegas isn't Vegas yet.
No, but it's building up to be. Like, it's getting there. Like, the whole idea is that it's a place where nobody's watching.
Yeah,
Invest
that's
in
true
new
enough.
property?
I don't know what you're talking about, but I don't want to die in the desert.
Well, how about not dying anywhere? Not for a while.
Okay, what if we just blow this building to smithereens? We take off in the truck with all of our monies and we go somewhere else.
But I got plans.
Well, make new plans.
In New York,
What
New York.
plans do you have that are better than going on an adventure with a ton of money?
$3 million buys a lot of plans. $250
Mazaria
like,
loves me.
A home, you could buy your brother one too.
Well, trust me, Mazaria likes me too, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna choose him over this much money.
Bruce, you could get your brother the best hospital care, the best doctors. Does he not deserve that?
Better yet, you can make sure your brother never works another day in his life so he doesn't have to be a copper.
But if I become a made man,
Then you
I
can
can
keep
make
making...
that happen anyway. It's
Bruce, if you become a made man, every other mobster out there who's not Mazaria will be out for you. And your brother as well.
And you'll be his pawn. Like we already are, all of us.
Bruce, to be fair, if you
A way for
become
us
a
to
made
take a fresh start.
if you become a made man under Mazaria, Mazaria and other true quote unquote mafia have a great deal of pull with each other. You would be safe from a lot of bad people as a made man. There would certainly be elements that wouldn't care, but anybody that's that respects the tradition of the made man or woman, and the Sicilian mafia and has alliances with any like Mazaria types, wouldn't touch you. So just to throw that into the mix for everybody.
Okay.
Kitty.
Yeah. Well,
I gotta ask. You think skipping town's a good idea?
Yeah? Bruce, we've always talked about going on adventures. This is our chance.
Right, but one way or the other, we're gonna be in a lot of trouble.
Not if we're dead.
right?
That's
Can't
very
get in trouble.
reassuring. Thank you, Flip.
We can't get in trouble if we don't get caught.
Okay. All
We
right.
gotta make sure we don't get caught.
Lucille, you love that truck,
I
right?
like Lucille's idea. Faking our death. Do you think that would work?
Yeah, but we need to make it look real. Lucille, the truck
Well, then-
outside. You love it,
I've never
don't you?
faked my death before. I'm not sure how to make that work.
Oh, it's not that hard, actually.
I
Yeah,
look at my dad questioningly.
I love my truck.
In which case, I'm afraid that will probably need to explode as well.
Well, I don't love it enough to tone it down for this much money. I'll just go buy myself a newer truck.
Exactly, we just hire a truck out
You'd
of town.
still go with a truck?
Well, yeah,
Well,
how are you
yeah,
supposed
what
to
is it?
haul anything?
I hear those are the next big thing.
What is?
The top downs.
A top down. I bet I'd look good with my top down.
Jeez.
Flip was probably like drinking like something at the time, just sprays it. It mists
Kitty's
everywhere.
oblivious to all of that.
Yeah, the total.
Kitty's oblivious to all of that, and she's like, "And feeling your hair in the wind."
Oh,
It's one of the reasons why I really love my iron.
boss, you okay?
Yep.
It's called. You're supposed to giggle after you drink it, not.
Are you all right, Father?
Yep, just imagining driving. It's fine.
Okay. You know what? I think we have to respect what Bruce wants. If Bruce wants to stay and work for Mazaria, you know, you were hard for that. But you know, it's a lot harder for a gal.
If you really want Bruce, maybe you don't die in the explosion.
Kitty, as you're talking, you're kind of sitting nearer to the office than anybody else, and you hear a thump from within the office.
Did you hear that?
You know what?
And Kitty disappears. I'm gonna go invisible.
I hate it when she does that.
I'd hate it too.
And when I go invisible, I'd also like my move boost. And my attack boost. And I'm going to move over towards the door and slowly like open it and peek in.
Okay, well, you go down there's like a little corridor that takes you down past where there's restrooms. There's a like a cleaning closet, and then a door into your larger storage room, and then also the office is back there, kind of everything off of there. You had gone through and looked in the office earlier, and hadn't come across anybody. The Kitty, you get to the door of the office. Give me a perception senses check.
Oh, I'm not good at those. I
At
actually
some
think I
point-
don't get. I think I fail because I am using 2 boosts and I get 2 cards.
Also, have you died? Because you're suddenly translucent like a ghost.
I went invisible.
Oh,
I think it's cool.
that makes sense, yeah.
you can do this, Kitty. Once you're at the door, you don't need the move boost anymore.
Oh,
You're standing still. Another round passes. You're
so
standing
I get
still.
one. I get one.
Yeah,
But I can use Moxie to get another card, right? If I want.
that is true.
Okay, so I'm going
Well,
to.
I mean, you're also down the corridor. If you wanted to become visible,
Oh,
it'd be-
I'm happy with
Nope.
this. I will stick with this one.
okay.
My one card.
Rules question.
Aren't
If you have
you
0
this-
cards because you've got enough boosts on, can you use Moxie to get 1 card, or do you need existing cards?
It's not. I didn't clearly define it in the rules. I would let that fly if you really want to spend Moxie. That's what it's there for.
Okay.
There's also the option of just motivating, kind of asking the player to try to find something that gives them advantage, that that improves their chances of doing something. like going back there with the glass and holding the glass up to the door to hear at the door, any stuff like that. But you got a king, and you listen at the door, and you hear inside. You hear the very, very faint whispering of someone talking. And with a boon, I'm going to say you hear what they're saying. I'm going to say it at full volume, but you're hearing this very, very quietly.
Okay.
Yeah, they found a bunch of crates. They found a bunch of crates of money. They're talking about what they're going to do with it. Get over here. We can take this. We can take them. And then you hear a click, and that is the distinct sound of somebody using your phone.
When I push the door slightly, do I see who's in there?
You can, but that will it'll the door will be
Yeah, because originally what I said I was doing was slowly pushing the door slightly and looking in.
Okay, so you're gonna crack the door.
That was what I had said I wanted to do. I don't know.
Right. That's fine. You start looking in. You've got to push the door a good quarter of the way open to get to be able to kind of actually even put your head through the opening a little bit and get a clear view of the room. Because if you just crack a door, I mean, all you can really see is that corner right there.
Yeah, that little. Yeah.
Yeah, that
so
little
you have to push
bit
it
right next door. So you have to push it a little bit and kind of boop, Scooby-Doo your head in around the corner. And you see a fellow that you have never seen before.
I'm gonna stay disappeared, and
Okay.
I'm going to make my way back to the rest of them.
As you walk back over, I need you to give me agility stealth. And you also, like looking back over your shoulder, you see that the door is being slowly and very quietly pushed shut again.
Okay. Makes sense that they would do that. So I have 5 for agility, and then I actually have stealth as a skill, so that's 6.
And you get 7 because you get advantage for in being invisible, right?
Well, right now she's just trying to be silent.
Oh, okay,
And
yeah.
invisibility doesn't help that.
Okay. So here we go. Boop. We got definitely don't want that.
Ooh.
And then
Stick.
Stick with it, you think?
Stick, yeah. I mean, you might
That's
get
real
hired,
good.
but why waste the good cards?
True. I'll go with it.
Okay, you sneak on back, and now you are with the rest of the group. Nobody comes, charging out of the office or anything.
I go invisible, and
Oh, kitty.
I'm like right next to my dad, and I'm like, "Shh, Father, there's someone inside of your office, and I think they were calling someone. They heard what we're doing. Lucille, keep acting like you're talking."
What did they say?
Okay.
Yes! What was said about your top down, Lucille? Kitty, what did they say?
Tell me more.
As the three of you whisper, and Lucille tries to make it sound like she's just spewing out things, I'm going to have Lucille make
gosh.
charisma deception checks to keep up a ruse of like this long drawn out story that she's improvising on.
Okay. No deception, but I've got charisma, so
Sure.
all right. Here we go. No.
If any of us are doing this, it's probably best that it is her. Ooh.
I'm gonna stick with that for now. I'm gonna stick with that. No, you know what? Hell, it's the last
always
You
game.
can
Moxie to
Moxie.
go
you
back.
can Moxie to go
I'm gonna
back.
pull all the cards. No, yeah, we're gonna
Moxie
go back.
back,
I'm gonna use the Moxie back, get that one, and we're gonna stick with the Jack.
Okay. All right, so you do that, and so while you're, yappity yappity, just trying to keep up appearances, the other three are having a whispered conversation. And of course, Lucille is listening to this as it's going on.
Right. Like,
What do you guys got?
Kitty,
They were
what did
calling
say?
someone. I think they're on the way. We should prepare or blow this
No,
up.
this is great. When you fake your own deaths, bodies are great, and in an explosion that size, they're not really going to be counting parts. So, can you get us all out of here?
I could use a portal, but that will only take one other person with me.
can you take a crate with you? Start loading them in the truck.
Oh, I can start doing that.
I'm going to copy her portal ability.
Oh.
Okay.
And I'm
Nice.
a power boost it, and I'm going to use my abilities to copy the boosts as well. Okay, well, Kitty.
So I have dimension step, and I can open like a portal, and I can use chaperone boost.
Chaperone, so that way you and someone else can carry a crate together.
Okay,
and then I have
range
range boost
Yeah,
up to 100 feet.
I put my hand on her shoulder. What does it look like when you normally do your portals?
She basically just like puts her hand out, and like a little hole starts forming. It's almost like a black hole, and it starts getting bigger and bigger and bigger until she like kind of stops focusing on it, and it'll either stay smaller or bigger. She can also open up like a bunch of little ones. Like if bullets were all coming, she'd just open like little ones.
So Flip puts his hand on your shoulder, and then his eyes go black for a moment, and then return to normal. Okay, well, in which case, we go back into the room behind the opening. We take the crates out and dimension step somewhere, maybe to the car, wherever, and we set the gunpowder up to trigger whenever they follow us.
You said they're coming to us?
Yeah.
They're coming here.
In
I
which
don't
case-
know who they are.
Sounds like okay. Yeah. Sounds like a great
I
trap.
know, Bruce. I didn't hear it, and I didn't know who that guy is. I've never seen that fellow before.
Okay, well, I'm gonna rightfully assume because the last time we was, shot at and stuff, it was the 40 Thieves. So, there's no telling. They probably came back and plan to keep coming back till we show them what they was looking for.
I am already opening a portal and like shoving crates through the portal while they're talking.
Oh,
Okay,
wait,
well,
sorry.
you mean, Kitty, you are this big, and those crates are big and heavy, so like you do need to have somebody chaperone.
Wait,
Okay.
And then
I'm
Like-
trying to pick up the crate, and
So
I'm
somebody-
hoping that my dad is trying to help me.
somebody starts helping in some way, shape, or form. Just feel free to chime in. Lucille wants to talk. I'm sorry, I'll shut up.
Wait. What if we trick them?
Into-
We move the money from these crates into crates that simply look like booze. We move the booze crates into the back of the truck, fill these money crates with the actual booze so that when they open it up, they're all confused.
How long would that take, GM?
A while.
We don't have time for that,
I
Lucille.
don't
They
think
could
we have
be here
enough
any moment.
time. He said that they're on the way.
So, okay, everyone...
If quick note, if these are 40 Thieves gang members, their territory is 3 blocks that way.
So
Okay.
they're coming quick.
So they're not very far.
They are not necessarily very far away. It's not like they're coming from Upper Queens.
Kitty, Bruce, you okay with taking the crates into the hidden room and then portaling them out? Me and Lucille will set up a trap here, and then we'll follow you. Bruce?
I gotta go. I've got an idea.
Oh?
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Bruce, your ideas
So-
often go wrong.
I know, but you say we need more time.
Well, no.
I could go tell Mazaria
No, that's...
and then
that's
bring him here. He ends up fighting whoever else is coming here, and then you blow them all
Mazaria's-
up, and then I get what I want, you get what you want, and then we go our separate ways.
Wait a second.
Bruce.
I'm gonna start setting...
I'll lead him into your trap.
The trap is this entire barrel of gunpowder, Bruce.
Yeah, and they're coming here, so that's what you want, right?
If you lead
We're
me
gonna
into
blow
this
this
trap,
place up. You want Mazaria to be part of that too?
Oh, I guess not. he don't have to come.
Bruce, wouldn't it just be safer if you really want to do that we set this trap up and we leave and then you get out the car? I'm going to set the trap up.
Okay,
Okay, I'll help.
I'm gonna go to the back room and shove a door under the doorknob. That dude is not leaving.
The door
I'm
under
opening
the-
a portal from here to her truck.
Okay. And somebody's helping you move crates?
I'm
Bruce is?
like looking at Bruce like, So are you going to help or what?
Fine.
And then we pick up the crate and we just throw it into the
Does the
portal.
phone line... Because the phones were installed after the building was made, presumably, because they're relatively new in comparison to the fabric.
Phones are 50 years old.
50 years old. Is the cable for the phone easily accessible? As opposed to being inside a wall?
It runs along the wall, at least for a short ways, yes.
Okay, in which case I'll just pull out a knife and I'll cut the phone line.
Okay, Lucille, the door to the office swings into the office.
Oh, okay, never mind. That won't work. No, it's okay. Actually, I look over at Flip, and I'm like, so, should I go ahead and just get rid of him? He's one less person to have to worry about. You cut the line, he can't warn him. Maybe we just,
It depends if you think you can get rid of him quickly enough.
Do you know who I am?
Yikes.
You didn't hire me because of my singing voice, boss.
I'm liking you the more and more I see of you.
Thanks, boss. Okay, I'm gonna go kill a man now. And she,
Be quick, Lucille. We're leaving in a few minutes.
she rounds the corner. She's gonna play this off like she doesn't even know he's here.
Okay.
Can I?
She like
let me just check my ability. I might be able to help you.
Oh
out.
yeah. Okay.
Augmentation. Yeah, I'm gonna. Kitty, can you pop back here after you're done with the crates?
That's literally what she does.
Yeah, in which case I'm gonna borrow her invisibility and I'm gonna give it to you.
Oh, nobody likes me if they can't see me.
Sounds like she's planning to do some fast talking.
I was about to say, yeah, I was
is that your intention?
So
yes.
no, I don't have that boost on power sharing. I can't do that. So yeah, I can't do that.
Okay, Lucille, take it away. You got this.
Yeah, so she's gonna bust in first off, she adjusts herself to make sure everything's okay. And she's gonna bust and go,
Oh, my goodness! I didn't know anybody was even back here.
And this fella reels around and pulls out a pistol and is now aiming it at you and is kind of thrown. He was not expecting this.
Right. Oh my! Please don't shoot me. I'm just a dame. What can I do for you?
I power augment her charisma.
oh no.
He motions you. Doesn't say anything, but just motions you to come into the room and does one of these.
Okay. All right. Yeah, let me close the door.
And she'll turn around to close the door. And when she does,
She explodes. What? That's
Yeah.
a new power.
yeah, no,
She turns into a vampire now.
oh, it's she's going to. I think she's actually going to hypnotize him when she turns around. Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah.
She takes her top down.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. No, actually, I actually take that back. She is going to use super charisma with the boost. She's going to make a minion out of him.
Okay.
Yeah. So she clicks it shut and she kind of oh, yeah, please don't hate me. And when she gets close enough to make eye contact, she will. She's going to do the super charisma power and turn him into a minion. Automatically bring in an NPC with a perception of 2 or less under your sway socially.
Okay.
Do whatever you ask of them as long as it won't endanger their life. Not the lives of others.
I mean, they don't need to know about the gunpowder, right? So just
That's. Oh yeah, no, he won't know about that.
Well, just a quick note, Lucille, because you've had this power for a while. You've used this on people. You've used it in this game.
Yeah, I used to think
just they won't do something that will endanger their lives, but that can extend to other people's lives, because if you're in a gang and you get somebody in the gang killed and somebody else in the gang finds out about it, you're going to get killed.
it's okay. Just don't tell him
So just-
about the
I'm
gunpowder.
I see what you're saying.
He won't do something that will bring his own gang's justice down on him either.
Right. He won't shoot at them if it means because he'll know he'll get shot in return, kind of a thing.
Right. those types of things. Yes.
All right, fine. Well, we'll just hypnotize him. Then he doesn't really get a choice. I was gonna be nice. Not anymore.
You
That's
could just
fine.
minion him and just say, "Minion, just sit on that chair until your friends arrive."
You're not there. Come on.
Yeah. Yep.
No, she's
All
got
right.
hypnosis. Let's
Yeah,
make a check.
I'll
Let's do it.
hypnotize him instead.
Let's do it the
Okay, so I place him in a trance until the beginning of my next turn. The target sits or stands quietly, awaiting instruction. It looks like you get a charisma. Mine's charisma willpower versus your target's mind. So I'll at least get 4 for the charisma on this 4 cards.
5 because I boost your charisma.
Oh,
to 5.
that's right.
Yeah, you are boosted right now. That is correct.
And we'll stick with that.
What?
All right. So yeah, and you can
Today, we have good luck.
you can maintain that.
Cool.
Let me double check here.
This makes me worried about later in the show because we're doing so well with our cards now.
We're all got to get those bad jokers showing up.
Yeah.
Okay, so you hypnotize him. Are you just kind of keeping him just quiet and maintaining that and keeping him there, or are you trying to do anything with him? Because you do have boosts that can do various things.
All right. All right. So yeah, I basically
I say, oh, I understand. I scared you. I'm so sorry. Why don't you put the steel down and have a seat?
He'll sit down on the chair and place the gun on the desk in front of him, but still within reach.
cool.
You're just so good.
Now kind of pat him on the leg.
I'm gonna go back now. You're gonna stay right here, no matter what happens. I don't want you getting hurt.
I'm just talking to him like a child.
He just sort of nods his head. Can you clear your card there?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
That's okay. And so you go to leave, yes?
Yeah, I will. I'll do that, like backing out of the ring, maintaining eye contact. Is there a I guess it wouldn't matter because he's on the interior. Yeah.
I go, now you stay here, okay?
He just kind of nods his head, and you can leave his sight, and you'll have to maintain the hypnosis. You know, so
okay. So I don't have to be inside of him to maintain it, but I can.
You do have to keep the extend boost going. So you're going to be down one card on everything as long as you want to keep him kind of docile.
All right. Cool. Yeah. All right. We'll do that for now. I'll take Actually, I don't even think I have that boost, Craig. I think I took post hypnotic boost. So I didn't take the extend.
So then you might want to think about giving him something post hypnotic that will.
That's what I was thinking. So since that's what I took. So I go,
now, when you start to hear gunshots, you're gonna wake up right out of this trance and come out.
Well, he's not going to stay. He's not going to stay in a trance because you can't extend it.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So
you have to give him a trigger and an action to take when that trigger happens. He'll get to act freely after you leave the room.
Okay, this will be fun.
All right, she goes, all right. Now, when I snap my fingers, I want you to do the best job you can and play dead right here on the floor.
There we go.
And just stay there.
All right. And then you drop the hypnosis and you snap your fingers and he lies down on the floor and plays dead.
Yeah. Very, very good.
I step over him and I close the door behind me. There we go. Now we don't have to worry about him. He's playing dead.
Okay, so meanwhile,
Lucille, I didn't hear anything. How did you? Is he?
Huh?
Did you?
Is he dead? He thinks he's dead.
Continue setting up the ball.
While that was going on, you were.
Can I have a conversation with Bruce as
you guys were moving the crate? So okay, we'll cut back, cut scene back to just previous.
Yeah, we pick up one of the crates and we move it into the back of the truck, and we're in the bed of the truck and put down the crate. Are you sure you really want to stay?
I've been working real hard to make sure that I can become a made man. I want to be part of Mazaria's family. That's all I've worked for. Ever since I saw those boys flashing their cash and their nice cars and their nice suits, everyone respected them.
But Bruce, you could have the cars and the cash, and you wouldn't have to be someone's peon.
However you make your money, you gotta work for it.
But we don't. I point to the crane.
This money, we're gonna have to work for. Someone else is gonna be shooting lead at us. We gotta dodge it. That's the work.
Not if they think we're dead. They won't have anyone to go for.
Exactly.
They're gonna think it exploded. And cash doesn't, make it through that kind of explosion.
That's right. And I really want to come with you. But I also want to make sure that all that work that I've done pays off.
You're a silly man. But if that was what you wanted, I'm gonna miss you. You've been here and for my father my entire life almost. And I know my mother appreciated you being around to help when he wasn't here.
Fine. I won't abandon you. It's...
You're gonna be
God damn
okay.
it, Kitty. I can't let you do all the risky fun stuff by yourself. That ain't fair. I want to go.
I knew you'd change your mind. Come on, we better get all the rest of these crates before my father freaks out.
Yeah, well, if you're gonna disappear, it's gonna be with me, so.
She smiles a little and a little blush, and then she goes through she grabs you and we go through the portal.
Do I hear this conversation?
We were in the truck of the
You
bed.
guys were in the back. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys were out. Okay.
Yeah, we went through the portal with one of the crates.
Were any of you paying attention to the chat as that was happening?
No.
Yeah, I was.
It was multiple people just typing, "Yes! Yes!"
I may have instigated that.
All right, back. Sorry, not to derail.
Put it this way, she's still younger than him, but like we're closer in age, and we've grown up together. So.
You were always around for my mom. Bruce was like 12 at the time. Maybe less.
Yeah, we were kids.
Aww.
Lucille's gonna start barricading the door.
No. We need to let them come in like everything's normal. And then when they open the door, they knock over the barrel and it explodes.
Gunpowder explodes when you knock it over?
Well, I show like...
Bruce stops sitting on the gunpowder barrel, like...
As soon as you say that, I'm like...
You've teleported! Look, you put the gunpowder here, and you just put a candle on top. And as soon as they open the door, it knocks the barrel over, spills the gunpowder, candle detonated.
But that doesn't give us much time to
we're
get
not
out of here.
We leave. We just leave the gunpowder in the room.
What if, like, the wind or something blows a candle out? That is not a good plan, boss. There's a lot of things that could go wrong between I don't know. I think we need a...
Okay. I have a better plan then.
Okay.
I'll borrow Kitty's dimension boost. I'll sit in one of the internal rooms with the gunpowder. As soon as I hear them come in, I'll light a fuse or a piece of cloth and I'll portal out.
Oh my god.
Lucille goes behind the bar and she starts grabbing very potent alcohol and popping lids and dumping it all over the floor and the bar. She goes,
Boss, I mean, not that I know anything about gunpowder, but I'm just saying, we gotta make this place go up.
No, That barrel of gunpowder is enough to make this place go up and probably a good chunk of nearby. And also the floor's already covered in liquor.
I guess we walk in, or we come through the portal as you both are having this conversation. And I'm like, wait, what's your plan?
Boss, I'm going to make a suggestion. You're not going to like it, so you don't even have to say it after I say the thing that I'm going to say, okay? I think Kitty needs to
I
be
don't
the
like
one.
it.
I know you don't. I think Kitty...
She's also twice as fast as you, boss.
It's true. She needs to just... Look, you know how you boost things? Why don't you boost Kitty here to do what she does best? Which is wait until exactly the right moment, and then she can portal out of there right into the truck.
It is my specialty, Father. I can do this. I promise.
She can. And what about you, Bruce? Did you decide you're coming with us, or you're gonna stay here and play gangster?
Kitty has like a big smile on her face.
If you're gonna blow up the only thing you've been working for, Flip, if Kitty's gonna abandon everything, if Lucille's gonna skip on her chance to be Mazaria's gal pal.
Doll. We're called dolls.
Doll. Sorry.
With that much money, you can be your own doll.
It's true. And I don't have to be under no man.
You can be on top of any man you want.
It's true.
He's confused.
I got him. I got him. Something to sacrifice to my own and make sure all of you, and like he gestures widely but mostly looks at Kitty, like all of you've got to get away.
Do you now?
Mm-hmm.
You look guilty.
I lean in and just...
Did you kiss her?
I don't
I just
know
whisper,
what-
really?
Bruce,
Yeah, boss.
you're bright red.
It's warm in here. I'm just thinking about all the flames and explosions that's gonna happen. Anyway, when he pops open more alcohol,
Starts dancing.
Bruce, the
Drink
floor's
some,
already covered.
pause.
They wrecked the place earlier. There's so much alcohol on the floor right now, we're practically swimming.
I just drink this one then.
Okay, better, also worse.
So did we get all those crates of cash moved? Who's watching them? Oh,
You are
Craig's
muted.
silent.
Greg's, yeah, you're muted, buddy.
A couple of
You
trips.
like one of them movies.
You did make a couple of trips. Yeah, you made got the cash is out there. You've still got the giant crate of Fernet, which is worth something certainly.
Okay, yeah, okay.
And then the gunpowder that you have to set up properly or figure out exactly how you're detonating, if that's the plan.
I'm going to
Yeah.
take the gunpowder. Kitty, promise me you'll come back.
Miles.
Promise.
I hold out my hand with my pinky.
And she invents the pinky swear in 1926.
Yeah.
No, it's our mum invented the pinky swear between her and Kitty, and then mum died. But I've continued the tradition.
we
There you
lock pinkies and we kiss it.
Aw.
Right.
It's adorable. It's so sad when one of you dies.
No.
Kitty, take Bruce to the car. Bruce, watch the car. Then come back here, and I'm going to take the gunpowder into like one of the toilet cubicles and put it there. And then I'm going
nice.
to take the top off. I'm going to put a cloth over the top, like one of the tablecloths, and I'm going to like drizzle that in whatever high-proof alcohol's nearby that's not the expensive stuff.
I go, how about you and Kitty figure this out?
I reach in my cleavage and pull out a grenade. I'm like,
You might want this.
I put it right in Flip's hand.
I put
It's
that on
just
top of the gunpowder. That'll do.
faster. And I was like, Bruce and I will be in the truck.
You can't teleport out, which is why I need Kitty to take Bruce now. I'll take you when Kitty's ready.
I don't have to teleport. Can I walk out?
Unless someone's watching or someone's outside.
We didn't park out front. We parked out back, right?
Someone could still be watching
you were in a hurry. You parked right out front.
Oh, we did park out front. Oh.
Yeah, because you were scrambling because like, oh my God, somebody busted up the joint.
How far do I know how far Kitty can, like portal hop?
100 feet.
100
So pretty far.
feet. So pretty far. We need the truck in a better place than this.
Okay.
So
I need to move the truck. It's not safe out front.
Okay, just like one street down?
Yeah, a street down. Bruce and I'll be waiting. If we go now, we'll beat him.
Sure. I'll go with Kitty and we'll set this up.
Better make it to my truck or I'm gonna be mad. And I'm taking this.
And I, like, elasta wrap my arms around the crate of booze. And I pick it up.
So,
And I'll go out the front door and put it in the truck and hop in the driver's seat and start her up. Move us down around the corner.
Okay.
I take like one bottle before you do so, and I'm going to write a note on it. I need that bottle.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So you're leaving the fernet behind?
No, that's the crate I took.
That's
Oh,
the
you took
crate
that
that
crate.
you
Okay,
wrapped-
gotcha.
That's the crate I wrapped.
wrapped your arms
I got turned around in my head, and then
that's
the gunpowder is set further into the building, so it's not immediately visible.
Yeah, it's in like
Flip took-
the toilets.
Flip took one bottle, I think, though, right?
I took one bottle, and I put the gunpowder in the toilets, and Kitty's going to be in the toilets. She's going to pull the pin on the grenade and then just teleport out. And I'm going to put the bottle with a note saying, regards, Flip. And I'm going to put that right in front of the toilet door.
Okay. Smart. Smart ass.
Right.
Yeah. I guess the kitty's going to hang out. Is that the plan? And the other three of you are going to get out and wait for her. Wait for everything to go down. Unless I'm missing something, that's the plan. Yes.
That's the plan.
Okay.
Yep. Once Kitty's got the thing, I portal, and I'm going to portal to the truck.
Okay. So the three of you, Flip, Bruce, and Lucille, go to the truck, and you wait and see as a couple of cars come rolling up, and they unload like clown cars, like 6 people in each one, like people were stuffed in. And they none of the people, men and women, wearing nice clothes. None of them are, openly like holding a weapon out, but several of them you can say clearly like have like a shotgun on a sling under their arm, under their jacket, or you see like the bulge in a pocket where somebody's got something pocketed, and they start going. They start heading toward the front door of the giggle room. Inside the giggle room, Kitty, you hear footsteps in the corridor outside the restroom.
Okay.
You see a shadow of feet underneath the edge of the door. You see, you see a shadow of feet and a third shadow, which is the bottle, which was left by the door. The footsteps stop at the door. The bottle shadow disappears as it is picked up.
Right.
And you hear footsteps. You hear the words, "Son of a bitch." And this footsteps heading toward the front door. What do you do?
As soon as he picks up the bottle, I'm going to ignite it. As soon as I see the bottle like being lifted off the ground, I'm going to light it.
Okay. All right. I'm going to need...
What do I roll? I'm not a demolitionist.
You don't roll to pull the pin on a grenade, I think, right?
I roll to get out. Right.
Right. Well, this is effectively, like a quick reaction kind of thing. You're trying to get, time this all perfectly because you're taking an action to ignite, and you are then kicking up a portal and getting through it before, and making sure that the ignition is inevitable, but isn't going to catch you in the blast. So it's really it's a timing kind of thing. It's an agility sort of acrobatics kind of thing to time all of these things together. So I'm going to have you make a check. However, I'm going to have you make it at disadvantage because this is incredibly pressure filled. You feel this coming down on you. This is a chance for you to show to your, first of all, to not die. And second of all, to show to your father that you can take care of yourself and that you can take care of him, that you are grown up. So there's this looming pressure on top of you. So agility acrobatics at disadvantage.
Okay. Yeah, she's like holding open a portal and she's watching the footsteps underneath. And as soon as she sees the bottle picked up, let's see what happens. So you're saying agility,
acrobatics -1. So you've got
-1,
5. You've got
so I got 5.
Like this perfectly timed boom, boom thing through the portal, boom, without catching you at all. And the portal needs to close behind you before it goes off.
So 5 -2, I think. Or no, 5 -1, because
you've got acrobatics, right? And your agility is 5. You get 5 cards.
Yeah, no, I get 5 cards, but I also have a boost that's currently active.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Right, so you're down 1 from
my dimension step. I have the range boost so that I can get through. So I actually have 4 cards.
Okay.
Do this.
This is where I blow up, everybody.
No, you're good. You got this.
I got Moxie too, so
You got Moxie.
That's not gonna be. Yes!
Oh!
Yes!
Holy crap! Talk about like waiting till the last minute. Holy crap!
Ace of diamonds.
That's what we call aces.
You set the trap, hit the portal, step through. The portal closes, and the 3 of you outside see this massive explosion goes off. The giggle room and 3 buildings next to it, basically half of this block, are obliterated.
In fairness, I should point out that we're well within 100 feet.
Understood.
Okay.
Understood. I'm getting there.
Oh god.
Seriously, come on.
The people that were at the door, that were about to kick through the door, are essentially incinerated in a matter of seconds. Debris and flaming debris and a pressure wave, a shock wave from the blast shoots out across the street in both directions, across 2 streets. It shatters out windows on all the buildings across the street. It tips over a car. It throws your motorcycle through a window because nobody talked about the motorcycle. It throws your motorcycle through a window across the street. And it deals, I'm going to have everybody draw for themselves. It deals just from concussive blast to each of you suit damage.
Black.
Draw 1 card for yourself.
Black.
just 1 card.
Yep.
Oh no, not color suit. Aces.
Suit
God.
damage.
Oh, diamonds.
Diamonds is 2, spades is 4.
Oh, why? That was supposed to be from your own deck,
I
right?
still have damage from last time, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll wait till everyone's done.
No!
No! This is bad.
Okay, so anybody who got spades, you took 4. Kitty took 2 from diamonds.
Can I spend
I
Moxie?
only had 2 left, but I can spend Moxie, right?
You can spend Moxie to
Can I spend
prevent some
Moxie
of
to jump on over her and take the blast for her?
yeah, that is one of the choices for Moxie expenditure. Is called. I don't have it sitting right in front of me. It's self-sacrifice.
I
So
will
you
do
can-
self-sacrifice, and I
Shield
will throw
her.
myself.
You shield her body, and you take those 2 points.
Yeah.
With by spending 1 Moxie.
So
I jump through the portal and like some of the explosion comes through and then you jump behind me and we're like in the bed of the truck.
Like a toilet like flush chain comes through, whipping through at explosive speeds and hits me in the back of the head.
I only had 4 hits left.
And you took 4.
Moxie
Okay.
reduce damage.
You can spend a Moxie to reduce damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Oh,
What do
you could die.
do?
You know, you could die. That solves the issue if somebody wants to go back to Mazaria. I'm just saying.
Well, actually, let's. This is something that we can explain here. If you were to not do that, if you were to drop to 0 hits, you have a choice to make in this system. The GM does not kill characters. The players kill their characters. You drop to 0 hits. You have a choice to make. You can be effectively removed from the action. That is to say, you get knocked out or kidnapped, or you disappear somewhere around the corner. You somehow we find a narrative reason for you to remove you from the story briefly. You come back with some penalties until you've kind of earned those back off, or you choose that your character will die. And if your character is going to die, you get one more round to do whatever it is you were trying to do. So it's like that. You're the walking. I don't want to say Walking Dead. That has connotations of something else, but you know what I mean. The Walking Wounded. That's what I was looking for. You're horribly wounded.
Last hurrah sort of thing.
Yeah, and you get the last chance to do whatever it is you're trying to do. But you can spend Moxie if you wish to, of course.
Yes, I will spend Moxie. What do I have to do now?
You flip a card. With a red, you decrease 2. With a black, you decrease 4.
Oh, black.
Red.
No!
That decreases 2. You can spend more Moxie.
I was gonna say, can Lucille? You guys don't understand. I have a stupid amount of hits left.
Are you gonna extend your arm over the top of Bruce?
Let me. Lucille has taken no damage this campaign.
Dang. I just put myself in really stupid situations because I'm.
So Lucille's big heart swells knowing that Bruce and Kitty they have to be together. They have to be together. She's worked too hard. So she will shield Bruce and take the additional 2.
Okay, so spend a Moxie, Lucille, and Bruce gets shielded by you, and that prevents whatever damage was needing to be prevented, I guess, sounds like.
Yeah.
And all of you are kind of bell-rung, a little unsteady. The truck is okay. You've got the cash and the Fernet. You've got yourselves intact. There's going to be a whole bunch of people on the scene here to see what was going on very, very soon. What do you do?
Tear ass!
Pedal to the metal.
Where are you going?
Put the lead on.
Okay.
You never really got a chance to decide, where you're going to ultimately.
Atlantic City. Right now.
All right, boys! And I throw it in gear, big wheel, and I'm like, puttering away in our truck as we kind of head out of town. We're gonna need to ditch the track.
We'll go.
That's fine.
No,
I've got
the warehouse.
3 grenades.
They had spare trucks at the warehouse, right?
You mean the one where
We could steal jewels at the same time. Why not? We're going off the rails. We ain't coming back.
Bruce, how much of that did you drink? He's got an empty bottle in his hand.
Okay, all right. We'll go down to the warehouse, but nobody do anything crazy, okay?
All right, so returning to the warehouse from the first episode, yes?
I
We're
guess
bringing
so.
it full circle.
We are not here to steal jewels. We are here to get a new truck.
You thought it was Chekhov's jewels. It's actually Chekhov's truck. You didn't know it, but the truck mentioned in the first episode is what we need.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys start peeling out of there, and are pedal down hard, fast, as quickly as possible, or trying to look a little more nonchalant, or they both have their benefits, they both have their drawbacks.
Yeah. I need Okay. Lucy, make sure that there are no coppers around. And if there are, she's gonna play it casual till we're out of sight of them, and then she is pedal to the metal. But I need to be nonchalant to get out of eyesight of the cops that are probably.
I think it's probably the other way around. Maybe you should just pedal to the metal for 2 blocks or so until everyone who's nearby is not currently looking explosion, and then be totally nonchalant.
Yeah, but doesn't we look guilty?
What, going slowly or going fast when we leave?
Going fast!
An explosion goes off. I'm sure a lot of people will be tearing out of here.
Explosion.
Okay, fine. Oh my god, an explosion!
I yell out of the truck window.
Run!
Lucille, I've never noticed it, Lucille, but when you scream like that, your chest rises and falls quite a lot.
Some people just. Well, geez, boss, I don't even know what to say to that.
She's got big lungs.
Sure, we'll go with that. Can we talk about it when the block's not going into the ground?
I guess, if you want to come back to that.
Great. And she puts the pedal to the metal and like tears ass.
The three of you are having your conversation about Lucille's lungs, and Kitty is more on point because she's like, just adrenaline pumping at this point, right? You just got done pulling off something really incredible. Your life was seriously on the line, and you're looking around, and you see that there is a little like coupe roadster open top that is behind you and has been behind you for 3 blocks, including 2 turns.
I kind of like tug at my dad's shirt and I'm like, Father, I think we might be getting followed.
We're meant to be dead. They're not. We can't let them report or anything.
Oh God, kill him!
Lucille, have you got those grenades?
I pull out my pistol and I'm gonna start firing. Whilst he's saying that.
I only got 1 left, boss.
I got 3. Don't worry about it.
Oh!
Forget about it.
She reaches between her legs. You don't know where it came from. And she pulls the last grenade.
I would like to use my super agility and precision boost.
And I'm
gonna shoot at them.
Do it.
Okay. Okay. So you're gonna take some shots. We got grenades happening here. What's the plan?
I'm just trying to get us out.
Lucille's driving. She can hit the grenade.
I'm going to just put the grenades on the road, and the timer should mean that by the time they get to it, it should be going off roughly about then. So I'll just drop it over the side. Okay.
You know what? I'm going to let that slide because you were in the war. You do know how long it will take these grenades to go off. So you're basically just dropping little grenade bombs right behind you.
Would it be an attack roll with intelligence or perception? They're both
this
terrible.
Is going to be like kind of an expertise to time it properly. Expertise sense.
I'm imagining this like Mario Kart style where you're like dropping shells on the ground. Bloop.
Get the star! Get the star!
Yeah, we hit them and then they go bloop, 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 and turn into like a really big vehicle.
Yeah.
I'm really bad at Mario Kart.
I'm also going
to try to stay in the lines, and everyone's like, "Why are you driving so nice? Stop!"
I'm using my prediction. I know which order I'm going for in my prediction.
Oh no!
It's the good Joker.
Okay, so you drop the grenades at just the right time. They go off. With the good Joker, I'm going to go ahead and call that. Basically. One of the grenades go off basically, right in conjunction with each other within just, fractions of seconds. One of them blasts like right into the front of the car. So that's like people are taking full front of the blast. 2 of them go off underneath the car. The car flips on fire, does the classic, a gas tank catches fire and explodes as well. And it looks pretty darn wrecked and very likely that everybody inside is dead.
Well, that was a bit of a card draw.
I like yell out. Just
my shooting boss.
I look at my dad and I'm proud.
I hand the pins back to Bruce.
Cheers.
Do you think we should make sure they're croaked?
I ain't going back.
I'm not turning around.
There could be more of them. It's probably worth moving.
Just hang on. We're almost there.
I have an idea for when we're there.
You best start spilling.
We keep this truck moving. It's on the docks, right? We just drive it straight off the edge.
The warehouse that you went to is not right on the docks, but it's not terribly far from the river.
But we got money in the back.
Yeah, we need to move the money, Bruce. Wait.
Kitty, can the portals move
moving
with
vehicles?
One other object?
Bruce is right. We could drive both of the vehicles and we could portal them between the vehicles while they're in motion.
Yeah, that's the question. Can the portals be in motion?
That's going to get to be a. I'm going to put that at. You can do it, but it's going to take kind of a high check to do every time you're wanting to do that, and failure is going to ultimately turn into a crate dropped on the ground, splitting open, and money flying everywhere.
Okay, so no.
This seems a bit risky.
You can do it. How many?
I'm not risking. Like, how many crates are there of money?
Just two crates of money, but the bad Joker is in there for whoever's going to start making checks. Keep in mind that
That's $450,000 per crate of risk. Like,
yeah.
Okay, can we just stop and move it? You guys are strong gents.
Well, in which case we have to take the other truck away from that warehouse. Don't move it in front of that warehouse.
Don't fret. I trust me. Lucille will handle getting rid of her own truck. We just need to make sure the money is safe, huh?
Kitty, can you hotwire a truck?
Good. Well, because we're here, and I probably
I'm gonna dimension step into the other vehicle.
Okay, so you pop into the other truck. You want to look into hotwire that?
Yeah.
Not terribly difficult. I mean, there'll be I'll give you you'll be able to do it eventually. But you guys are in a hurry, so we're gonna put the timer on you. So make a check for it. Call it expertise devices.
I will make a prediction thing before she goes. What's your color again? Orange.
I thought maybe it would be sleight of hand. I'm not gonna be good at this.
I'll predict you before you go.
Okay.
That's
There you go.
your card order.
All right.
Sorry, mechanicals is what I meant. Do you have mechanicals?
Nope. Either way.
Mechanicals covers like all of your kind of your smaller devices.
All right.
Although this would probably fall under conveyances too, because it is a vehicle thing. Either one. Got conveyances either? No.
I got the Jack of Hearts.
Okie dokie. You get in there and work at it a little while, and manage to get the truck started. And now you have 2 running trucks and a bunch of money that needs to be transferred.
Okay.
I unlock the car and pop open the back of the car.
In which case, I've still got Dimension Step copied. I'm just going to get out of our truck with parked right now, and I'm just going to start Dimension Stepping back and forth and take the crates.
And somebody's going to have to go with you. These are big crates. One person on a crate.
I'm like, Bruce, come on!
Paper is heavy.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Hold my hand, Bruce.
Stacks of paper is heavy. It's like moving wood.
So, I mean, I don't know why you guys can't just move it
around
from
the-
truck to truck, right?
Yes.
They love using the powers. It's the final game.
I
Yeah.
guess.
Lucille's like, come on, stop showing off!
Lucille, I love it. Dot, you're like, why are you showing up with the powers? You could have walked in there and shot that guy in the head, but you had to go in there and use a power.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, after I've moved it all across, I'll leave Bruce with Kitty. I'll
That's fine.
dimension back into the passenger seat with Lucille. Right. Everyone.
No. Lucille looks at you and goes, you can't be in the truck, boss. I have to get rid of it. Get in that truck, take Bruce and Kitty, and you meet me over there.
And she points at like the far
I was
side.
going to say,
of,
if you're
the
going to
road.
drive it off a pier or something, I can dimension you out.
I can turn to liquid, boss!
Okay. Does it not mix, or...
She can
The
roll the
current?
windows down.
I also can stretch my arms 15 feet, my legs 15 feet. I could walk the bottom of this here river.
Huh. I'm going to step back.
Now look.
She goes,
Flip comes back to Bruce and Kitty, and he's just like... Huh. Just imagining
What do you think
that.
about boss?
Just Lucille. She's very stretchy.
Yeah, I got a little vibe between you two.
Sorry, what?
What are you talking about,
You
Bruce?
didn't think about her.
You simply hear Lucille go, wow! And she's like full speed ahead with her truck getting ready to run it off the end of whatever the nearest like dock or water edge
Kitty's
is.
holding one of the crates and looking over that like, I wish I could be doing that.
Kitty, sit down. We're going to get moving.
But what if we...
You can get in the front seat. You're on the
What
wheel.
if we grab those other crates? The ones with the jewels?
I'm not saying we can't.
I mean, it's right there.
But there's like a
The
dozen
door that
people
was
in there.
the door that was slightly ajar is still slightly ajar.
Let's do it.
No,
Kitty.
no, Kitty. There's probably
Kitty?
like a dozen people in there. They've got powers. They've got powers.
This
Guys.
is how gangsters die. They have
I'm gonna throw this out there.
$12 million.
I'm gonna throw this out there. At some point, Flip is busy moving the current crates and not sitting there necessarily having a whispered conversation with Kitty. I'm just saying.
I'm
And Kitty
kind of saying
disappears.
this in between, like, no, Kitty, don't do that. No, we need to be
He
moving
doesn't.
fast.
He doesn't hear the conversation. He doesn't hear the conversation. He just walks over. Every time he sees Kitty, is like, "Don't do what you're thinking. Whatever
Yeah.
it is you're thinking, don't
Yeah,
do it."
I know her. I've raised her. This is a bad idea.
Kitty.
She disappears.
Oh, wait. I'm coming with you.
I grab I grab Bruce, and he also disappears.
Oh.
And
Yeah, I just get grabbed from nowhere like, oh.
and we're gonna book it towards the warehouse.
Okay, you make your way in there, and you come across the stack of like boxes and crates and things that there were there. It looks like some of them have been removed, but not all of them. And I mean, like, unless I'm forgetting correctly, like, correct me if I'm wrong. You were here last night.
Yeah.
Oh, is it
yeah.
only one
Yeah,
day?
you went to see Mazaria in the morning. You went to see to deal with Tommy 3 times at 2 in the afternoon. You directly went to Mazaria, and then this happened.
Guys, it
Yeah,
feels like
you're
it's
right.
been more
It
like
was
a
last
month.
night.
It
This has
doesn't feel
been
last
like a
night.
day and a half in the life.
It feels like
So,
a month.
so they have not all been moved, but that does occur to you that they are in the process of being moved. Some of them are gone.
I look at Bruce and I'm like, some of them are missing. I remember there being more of them.
I'm going to dimension step in and say, Kitty, get back here right now. I'm going to generally step back to the money. I need to guard the money. Someone needs to stay with the money.
I was about to say, about this time you probably
I say this,
hear-
and then he says that, and we look at him, and we look back at each other.
the truck probably hits water somewhere off in the distance.
Let's just
Okay,
grab
so
as many-
Lucille, you're trashing the truck. Your
Yeah,
truck.
the goal is to drive the truck off the edge of wherever the nearest dock or water is, and then liquefy myself right out that situation.
Okay, and then it's going to take you a little while to walk back. So you're
Yeah.
out of the action briefly.
Yeah,
while all this is
exactly.
going on. That's fine. Okay. Cut to back inside the warehouse. What are you two up to?
Just grab as many as you can as quick as possible, and then we're set. And then we can go away and just disappear. Used to that.
She nods, and we both grab. Are these ones where like 2 of us have to do it, or can one of us
These are
grab one?
some of them are larger crates that would require 2 people, and some are like smaller, just like they're a couple feet wide, a couple feet deep, and maybe a foot tall. Like that was when you guys were running out. That's what you grabbed, was one of these ones that like one person could carry quickly. Because I don't remember who for sure it was that grabbed. Like one person specifically said they're grabbing a crate.
I think it might be
Yeah,
Lucille. Was it you?
That's
Okay.
what. That's what she
Lucille.
thought.
I think I said it, but then Lucille grabbed the box.
Right.
'cause
She,
I
I,
was,
think she wrapped her arms around it.
yeah,
Yeah.
she wrapped her arms
Because you're
around
the
it.
instigator.
So,
You're the one saying, we should do this. And Lucille's like, fine.
So each of you could grab like a small.
Because you guys know
A
me
small
too
box.
well. I'm gonna do it even if you say no.
Yeah. We'll grab Bruce will grab one of the smaller ones unless Kitty goes for one of the big ones, in which case he'll show off.
So Kitty, what does Kitty grab?
She's gonna try to grab as big of one as she can that she can carry.
Oh, God.
You are going to need, if you're going to want to be
I'm a
invisible.
real secret. I'm reckless. I
you're
have
gonna-
to.
That's understandable. If you're going to want to be invisible on the way out, you need to probably grab something smaller, because you need to kind of be.
I don't think they're planning on being invisible. I think they're planning on
you need to-
teleporting.
Okay. I mean, just because if you're going to keep invisible, you kind of need to be in contact with Bruce, which means probably having an arm free.
Okay.
It's up to you.
Okay. I'll grab a smaller one, and I'm gonna do dimension step this time.
Okay. And Bruce is going to grab just something that's quick. Boom, right there. There's something to grab.
Yeah.
Something small. You
He
grab
grabs
that.
a small one. I'm gonna look at him and be like, "Really?
I go to the next size up, and I'm like,
That's more like it. And
one shoulder.
she grabs your shoulder, and a portal opens up in front of us, and we step through.
Okay.
While
You
they've
step
been
back.
doing
Oh,
this, is there a clothes shop within 100 foot?
oh, not here. No.
Okay.
This is a warehouse. This is like dock and warehouse district. It's
And
like,
we're at like a harbor dock,
you're in Hudson Yards.
like a shipping yard.
Like this is warehouses and rail yards.
Is there
and-
any like places where someone's like discarded like a coat or something nearby, like an office or something where someone might have discarded a coat? I just want to go get Lucille a change of clothes when she comes out the water in wet dress and fur.
If you want to spend a moxie to narrate that, like there's somebody did leave some old ratty coat lying around that's been in the weather for a while, sure.
Ratty? She won't wear ratty. I'd love to do that, but she won't. She'll refuse. Can it be not ratty?
Sure, it can be not ratty.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna spend a moxie for that. I see someone like nearby, having a few drinks with someone as they walk past, and they take off their coat for a moment, put it on the chair, and a bench, and I teleport in, grab it from the bench, and teleport back, and I put it on the chair next to me, waiting for Lucille.
Okay. And the two of you get back out there.
When we get back, is he back yet? Or because he did 2 teleports. He teleported to us to say that, and then he teleported
Well, I'm not. I'm going to say that the three of you are together.
Okay, because I want to do them.
We weren't really doing everything concurrently, so we weren't tracking like how long.
I mean, my actions were like just going bang, bang, whereas you were like looking around and grabbing a crate and being like, that crate will do. So it's
You
probably
spent, you spent some time walking in and looking around and deciding what to grab and everything.
I didn't know if we had a chance to go back one more time.
Well, and here's the thing: you're all three out there, and Lucille is not back yet.
Still?
You had to drive the truck out there, dump it, get yourself up out of the water, which means getting to some place where you can pull yourself up onto a dock, and then walk all the way back.
Question: if I extend my legs and walk with 15-foot legs, do I walk faster?
You can increase your speed, yes, and you will be a very noticeable.
I guess very noticeable. This woman stopping
It
wet.
does
And
mean
if
I
you're-
can
if
make
you're
the joke
trying
that those
to
legs
be,
go for miles.
Yeah, wah.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, Lucille, I am gonna try to huff it. I'm not just like walking. Like if I need to take shoes off and run, Lucille's moving.
I
She's
gotcha.
on a time crunch, so.
Just a whisper aside to Lucille. I'm just tempting them to go back in and get more.
I know you are, and Lucille wants to be there to tell them that's a bad idea.
Can we go?
Oh, Kitty, excellent, you're back. I'm gonna drive the car towards the waterfront to try and meet it with Lucille.
We're gonna go get more.
No,
See you later,
can't.
boss.
We're moving. We're moving. You can't portal back. We're out of range now. No. We've got to meet up with Lucille. Oh, Kitty,
Seems
Kitty.
like Lucille is the one with the portals.
I'm going to remove Kitty's power.
One more time.
You can't remove it. You can reduce it to 1.
I reduce it to 1. It means she can't portal that far.
She can't portal.
I think,
she can portal still. She can't portal to a place that she can't see.
Yeah.
But she could still boost it and portal to 100 feet away that she can see.
Okay.
She can get away from you. You can't negate the power entirely.
Kitty, what did you get in the box? Have you looked inside at all?
Come on, E. Let us go back one more time.
I'm your father.
For my personal meta of the day, I don't know if you guys saw his chat. We are on a countdown. Like he has put us on a timer. You guys know that, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's why we're going.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why we're going back.
Also, bombshell for the finale. You're our father.
Bruce.
That's something you want to
Bruce.
put at the end.
Bruce.
Maybe.
If there's enough time for me to teleport me and Bruce back in, I will. But if there's not, then we'll stay in the car.
I don't know if there's enough time. You make that decision.
I'm deliberately trying not to let them have that time because I don't want Kitty doing even more dangerous stuff. So as soon as they get back, I put the car in motion.
The countdown's at 3. We got to do it now or never.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, that's why I'm just telling Craig that I would do it if I have enough time between what EE is saying he's driving away or not. That's what I'm saying.
Well, here's the beautiful thing about it. Kitty, you teleport out. He's already decided to go pick up Lucille. You teleport out to go get more stuff. You know darn well he's not going to leave you here.
No.
Bruce, you guard the truck this time. I'm going to teleport with her.
No, I only wanted to do this if I could also take Bruce with me. That's what I was saying. I didn't know that we were in the car. I thought we were just putting the crate in the car. That's why.
It's been a hectic thing.
Yeah. There was a lot being said.
Yeah, because the plan was just to take the money and run, not to get more money.
Oh, guys, you know what we got? We got 900,000. Guys, you know what we got? 900,050, and we all died.
I hope these jewels are worth it. There better be something pretty in there.
Yeah, for me is if we had enough time for me to teleport me and Bruce, then I would do it. If not, then I won't.
Either way, Bruce will come with you.
Okay. A cop car, a patrol car, it appears. Like not somebody that's like, sirens on, blaring, heading someplace that, like they're, have a purpose where they're heading. But there's, a cop car, patrol car with two officers is driving right up kind of in your general direction.
Do I see this? Or am I still too far out?
You're still too far out.
Okay, I'm going to boost my charisma.
Are we inside?
You just went in, and I just turned the engine off because I'm like, I'm not going to go without you.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys jump in. And just grab, a couple of boxes about the same size again. Is that the plan?
She's going to grab the biggest one she can, and she's going to she's going to tell Bruce to do the same.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So you both grab a couple of boxes, and you head out, portaling back out?
Yeah. This time she grabs the bigger box where she couldn't actually put her arm around him or whatever. And instead, she gives him a kiss on the cheek, and that's how they get through the portal.
Oh, cute.
So they can carry bigger boxes.
The cops pass by you as a portal opens, and the two of them come walking out, carrying boxes. And the cops keep going. And now the three of you have even more boxes. Lucille is now within sight of your car.
She carries her shoes.
Kitty, no more. We need to meet with Lucille. The cops could come back any moment, and I'm going to put the engine down. And I'm going to hold on to Kitty, so if she tries to portal away, I'll go with her and bring her back.
Time for one more.
No, Kitty, Lucille, you can hear another like.
You know what?
Lucille's like.
I grab Bruce, and I'm gonna portal Bruce.
We're going back in?
No, I portal Bruce to Lucille. I portal Bruce to Lucille. Then I portal back to the car without Bruce.
Okay, and then you drive down and you pick them both up.
What?
Well done.
What happened to coming to pick me up? That was the plan, Bruce.
Kitty.
What happened? Huh?
We'll let them have their conversation.
Yeah.
Nothing? You're not gonna say nothing? I went to my knickers.
I'll get you new knickers. They'll be dry.
There's so many jokes I could make. She said, I killed E.
Can we hurry now? And why? Why are you standing here? Shouldn't you be in the truck? God, I can't leave you guys to do nothing. Nothing.
Meanwhile, in the truck, Mildred Walker.
I cower a little as he says my name. He never says my full name.
Stay there. Don't get any more risks if the cops see. Put the engine down. We'll have words about this later. First, we have to fake our deaths properly.
I'm gonna pop open one of the boxes.
You're muted.
Oh, you're muted.
You pop open a box of like fine like I don't want to say tchotchkes, trinkets, like little like bric-a-brac kind of decorations, kind of things like things you'd put on your mantle. But they're they're made finely crafted. They're not tin or anything like that. They're pewter and silver, and they've got like little semi-precious stones set in them and things like that. So it's like little pretty stuff that like grandma might have on her end table.
Okay, that's what this box is full of. Does it look valuable? Because you said there's gems in it.
Semi-precious stones. So I mean, they're not super cheap or anything.
It's not $900,000.
Now we've got decorations for our new houses.
Yeah. As soon as we pull up,
I
in
grab
front
one
of
of them and I put it on the dash, and I'm like,
Kitty, we're meant to be being clandestine and incognito, and I put it just over my shoulder somewhere. As soon as we pull up, I'm gonna take the coat and go out and meet Lucille.
She goes, oh, thank you. I don't know, who is this? It doesn't matter. I'm gonna look Bruce square in the eyes. And I go, we're about to get out of this. I know that you wanted to be a working man and all of that. But take it from a girl who's been with a lot of working men. There's more things in life than, this. Like that. And I point at Kitty.
who's in the car looking
not
at
like that. Not like that, Bruce. Not like that.
Thing.
And I look at Flip and I go, look, your girl, she's a good kid. He's a good lad. He could do a lot worse, and we know he can protect himself, so it means he can also protect Kitty. Plus, you got something new to look forward to, right, boss?
I look Lucille up and down. Get the car ready. 1 second.
Oh, okay,
Bruce,
boss.
you want to have a talk with you?
Everybody wants a piece of Bruce.
Sure. Are we
I grab
getting
him
out
and
of
I'm
here,
going to
or-
portal to the roof of the nearest building. And I want to have him on the edge of the building when we appear. And I'm going to flare my firepower. I'm not going to use it, but I just want it enough that my hand starts to begin to get wreathed in fire. Bruce, if you harm Kitty in any way, I lean in. I will kill you. Okay?
What are you gonna do? Drop me off a building?
I'm going to flare the firepower hotter. Bruce, are you going to hurt Kitty?
I've been doing all that. I just given up everything. I have to.
You have to protect her. Don't let her keep making rash decisions like teleporting into a warehouse full of thugs.
Oh, blowing up a speakeasy, or
Bruce,
giving up my only chance to be.
I'm trying to give you a chance here, Bruce.
I have an investment to make sure this goes well. Okay.
So, are you going to look after her?
Yes.
Good boy. And I'm going to teleport down with him.
I was about to say, there's definitely a chat that happens when they disappear, and Lucille gets sopping wet, new coat, into the car.
Yeah. When you get in the car, Kitty's like playing with the pewter things, and she puts two up on the dashboard.
So what you got there?
I thought that there would be more jewels, but it's just these things. They're kind of cute, though.
This is what's called fate. We found 12... Lots of money. We found a lot of money.
$850,000.
That's what we found in the basement of your daddy's speakeasy. We get
Who
here.
do you think really put it there?
Who?
Who do you think really put it there?
Doesn't matter. It's ours now. See, there are these little things in life, Kitty, that you just gotta let go.
But I'm curious. I want to know.
Yeah, like.
Well, honey, you ever heard that curiosity? Well, it kills the cat, hun. And your name's
That's
Kitty.
just what people say. I've never seen a cat. die from being curious. They have like 9 lives.
Yes, Kitty, but you don't.
Yeah, but at least I have superpowers. Most cats don't.
That's true. I will give you that. All right? I'm not going to debate the fact that you've got superpowers. But what I'm trying to tell you is you've got a long life ahead of you. And if you don't start making better choices, it's not going to be a very long one.
She leans back, her arms crossed, and she like looks back behind the car and looks back at her, and she's like, I think I've made quite a good choices. Look where I am. My father at my age, he didn't have all of this.
No, you're right, which is why you need to be thanking him that he's gotten you this far.
He should be thanking me that he got this far. I'm the one who lit the explosion anyway.
This is true. I am not going to deny, and I'm not trying to belittle you here, sweetheart. What I'm trying to do is give you something called perspective. I learned it when I choked a man to death in front of an audience full of people.
Kitty, you should try that on Bruce.
Why would you do that?
Because sometimes you gotta make the tough choices, kid. And what I'm trying to say is your daddy, he's got you in a place where you don't have to make tough choices no more. Instead, you can start kissing on that man right there and spend a real life with your father.
She like blushes a little bit.
Yeah, like I don't know. Don't try to hide it, though.
I'm not stuck on him.
No, not yet. You got so much to learn, kid.
And even if I was, father wouldn't allow it.
Your father's got a big old heart, and he wants to give you whatever it is you want. But he's got to go threaten Bruce a little bit to make sure Bruce doesn't, break your heart.
Why would he break my heart?
Because men are evil, kid. And let me tell you, I've met a lot of men in my life. I've been with a lot of men in my life. And your daddy, he's one of the good ones. So is Bruce.
At that moment, the two of them return.
Bruce is a little bit singed along one collar.
Kitty's oddly quiet, sitting in the car. This is worse than my father calling me my full name.
Also, Kitty's in between me and Lucille, feeling really awkward because of the layout, and then Bruce is in the back.
All right, so where are you? You're heading. Where are you heading?
All right, I'm gonna get out. We got to get out of this city. If we're loaded down with everything, it's time to start moving.
Right. You were talking Atlantic City. Is that the plan, or are you going somewhere else, or what's?
Yeah, I think we're gonna head to Atlantic City. Why not?
You can disappear into the crowds.
Biggest city nearby, a lot of money turning over. It's not that far away, so we can road trip it there.
Okay.
True. Yeah.
Off you go. You hit the road. You get out of New York City without incident. Down a highway, eventually taking a turn off onto a non-paved road to Atlantic City, because there is no paved road that drives there yet. They are struggling to become America's destination, vacation land. And once you get to the city, it is what you would, what you've heard of Atlantic City. It's got a 4-mile-long boardwalk with all sorts of hotels, and the real odd thing here is that like your speakeasy was kind of, you could get to it off the street, but you didn't have a sign out front. People had to know that it was there, because these places are hidden. In Atlantic City, the gambling is like right out in the open. Like you walk into one of the big hotels like the Ritz-Carlton, and there's very clearly a casino right there, and there's a bar right there. And the liquor is right out in the open. The story goes that Atlantic City is run by a fellow named Enoch Johnson. People call him Nucky. And he basically runs everything. Where New York was broken into gangs and a lot of feuding, Atlantic City is basically controlled by one fellow. He's the county treasurer, and he keeps the whole county and the city kind of under his thumb for the illegal side of things, gambling and prostitution, racketeering, and of course booze. And so there's the boardwalk with all sorts of attractions and it's oddities from the Orient, and have your fortune told, and you can go and see like the equivalent of a circus sideshow. like inside of a little building. You know, pay a nickel and see all the stuff, and it's always very busy. It's lit electrically. Once you get about 2 blocks off the boardwalk, there's not a lot. There's, you know, there are residences and little neighborhood establishments and, you know, corner grocers and little corner bars and everything, even like that, operating openly. And the group of you gets there and starts to just kind of set up shop and kind of figure out what you're going to do with yourself. Flash forward 1 year.
Wait, we're doing a time skip?
Yeah.
What?
What have each of you done in Atlantic City?
Lucille.
You've had a year out of the spotlight, away from New York. No one's come looking for you. What have you done? What is your life now? Anybody who's ready to jump in, don't force somebody to jump in if they're not ready to, because I kind of sprung that on you. But like, what would you want your life to be? Would
Lucille be up for having a few dates with Flip?
Oh, for sure. That was going to be the plan. Was she was going to ask what she got all dry. Was going to be like, you know, now I don't have to date these skeezy mobsters. I can date a nice man. Who'da thunk?
In which case, yeah, we've got a nice car. We like drive up to like a nice restaurant on a main road, and someone probably opens the door for us, etc. And we get out, and we've got like a nice suit, nice gown.
Yep. I've buried my money under a tree on the outskirts, because Kitty doesn't trust anyone. Not even.
Lucille doesn't, yeah.
Yeah, Lucille does not. So probably one night she took a large portion of her money, put it in a barrel of some kind, like a small keg barrel, and buried it under a tree on the outskirts of town.
I was going to say, like, Flip's probably done that with half his money, and the other half he's probably distributed between a few bank accounts.
Okay. So Flip and Lucille are together. How does Kitty feel about that, and what's up with Kitty?
I think at first she was a little weirded out by it, but after a while she has come around to accepting it. She likes Lucille, and you know, there's been a lot of other ladies oogling after her father, which she always thought was really gross. But now that she understands the feels, it's a little different. Cute. She probably has tried to figure out. I think the thing with Kitty is now that they don't have to do these little games to get money, which has been like her entire life, has been kind of, you know, playing games. At least at first when she was a kid, she thought that that's what it was all about. But really, as she grew older, she's like, oh, we're con artists, pretty much. And she learned the way of that. And so now she's just trying to figure out, what do you do when you're not a con artist? And I guess she's probably tried like a whole bunch of stuff, and she's either been like really bad at it or she got bored of it. She's probably tried like a bunch of different jobs, and she just hasn't quite figured out what she wants to do with her life.
I was imagining like Kitty was going to buy an airplane and try and circumnavigate the globe.
So she's a teenager.
She gets to be a real teenager. Yeah.
She is. But now in a normal world as opposed to in the criminal world.
Exactly. I think even though she's probably like 17, 18 now. Like, I think her thing is that she's still naive. Like, she doesn't really understand all the things. And now she's like going through being a proper teenager, even though she's younger in her mind than she is like actually, you know how some people can be mature. She's not.
Okay, so with your money, like, Flip wouldn't want to give it to you all at once. But if you go and do some schooling, he will pay you like a certain portion each week you go to school.
Oh, good parent.
Oh, God. She begrudgingly goes to school only when she needs money.
It's more than I could have expected. He doesn't say that. He says he's very disappointed every time she skips it, but it's more than expected.
And Bruce, you gave up perhaps the most. Bruce gave up his lifelong dream, something that he has been pursuing since he was probably 8 or 10 years old.
Yep.
What's happened with you for the last year?
In the last year, Bruce also has been a bit lost in what he's working towards, because he doesn't have that anymore, and working towards it in Atlantic City seems like a bad idea. So what he's been doing is buying fast vehicles and racing them on
Oh, nice, cool.
and inviting Kitty out to test his latest acquisition.
She loves it, and she's probably pretty good at the racing part.
That's so cute.
So
Yeah.
it's Bruce who gets to go drive him the top down.
It's so he's what, 18, 19 now? So yeah, he'd be working towards just becoming, I guess, while he's doing the same thing as Kitty, like failing at getting jobs or building businesses or whatever, he's just like, screw it, I'm gonna be a professional race car driver.
Nice. That's
And
cool.
Lucille?
Yeah, the one last thing that Lucille would be putting her energies towards, other than Flip, is funding the suffragette movement here in Atlantic City. She's probably secretly meeting with women and empowering them to like not be what she had to be.
Excellent. So you get involved with some of the women in there's a gang. There's basically a group of women. They're almost a gang, but they're like
I thought that was Atlantic City.
the rowdy gals who kind of
The rowdy gals.
That's what they kind of informally call themselves. They eschew the typical female styling and mystique, and like, you know, they'll wear pants and smoke cigars and chew tobacco, and, you know, work as longshore women. They'll work traditionally male dominated jobs, and bring notice to all that, like, hey, look at these gals can do, just, you know, they can do anything too. Like,
Right, basically, yeah.
knock it off with this crap.
I thought she does all those things, but with a dress on.
Sure, because she's fancy.
Because some things don't change.
Yeah, she's she takes a stint as a longshoreman with a dress on.
I imagine her, like, the camera just pans out on Lucille smoking a giant stogie dress.
Actually, you say that. I have actually seen someone go to archaeology digs in a miniskirt. I've seen someone do it in a full-on dress as well.
Wow.
People are
All right, so you, the group of you has your life. Things are very different now. A year later, you're coming home to Flip and Lucille, I guess, and Kitty's home after a dinner, and Bruce is with you, and you walk into your home to find on the coffee table right there in the living room is what appears to be a very large newspaper. And upon closer inspection, you realize that it's actually a newspaper that's been wrapped around something, and the newspaper is wet. You open it and see that it is a fish, a big dead fish wrapped in a newspaper.
What kind of fish?
Would
I know?
It's a halibut. I don't know. It's a fish.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure the fish part wasn't important. That's all.
Be having fish and chips tonight?
And as you're kind of looking at each other quizzically, a number of people walk out of the bedrooms and the bathroom and the kitchen in your house. Men, women. One of them is horribly, horribly burned. One of them is a portly fellow, short, powerful-looking, barrel-chested. He wears a fur-lined overcoat, a fine fedora, chomping on a cigar. His fingers are adorned with multiple gold and silver rings, some of them bejeweled. There's a very noticeable scar running from one jowl down to his neck. Al Capone removes the cigar from his mouth, looks to you, and says, "So where's my money?" And that is where I am going to end this campaign.
What money?
So good.
Kitty asking them, whose money was this? Doesn't matter. Yes, it does.
Kitty, you remember that time we did the thing?
Wait, it does
Like, Kitty
matter.
grabs Bruce, I grab Lucille, we both portal out and be like, that's how season 2 begins.
And then we go dig up our money from under a tree. It'll be fine.
And then
Yeah, we've got to
move-
do that while dodging a million Tommy gun bullets. Just like,
You can do that when you're elastic.
Does anybody remember the Geraldo Rivera special from years ago where they opened Al Capone's vault live on camera on television and they found nothing?
Nothing. Yeah. Yeah, that was awesome. Everybody was like,
This Capone's vault had stuff in it. So yeah, that's everything. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I hope.
That's great, Craig.
Thank you to all 4 of you. You've been spectacular. Thank you to Roll4It for inviting me. I've had a blast. I'm sad to see this be over.
Honestly, I thought like this is going to be hard to wrap up in one session. You could either wrap it up real quick, or you could wrap it up in such a way that it would have a hard time fitting in. But you wrapped this up really quite nicely.
Yeah, it was perfect.
Really great.
I think at first I was like, time skip. How is this gonna work? And then I was like, oh, this is so good. I love it.
Oh, I see what he's doing.
Yeah, I'm like, I see what's happening.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you get what you want.
Just the other foot. Yeah.
A quick note that I need to share, because now Bruce has proven himself 100% loyal to all of you. But there was a discussion that I had with Josh on Discord this week when Bruce was talking about not betraying Mazaria or anybody else, and that would have been Bruce coming out asking where Al Capone's money was.
I think it was Kitty probably.
If it had gone that direction, but that
you've
you
been with me
ultimately
my whole
convinced
life.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had tentative plans for Bruce
I was
turning into
wondering
the bad guy.
if when Bruce was making that argument, I was like, I wonder if Lucille's going to take him back and shoot him. Like, Lucille, this is Lucille's thing. She would. Did that
Yeah,
cross
I
your
think
mind?
that's why
Did that
when
cross
she
your mind?
asked him, like, "Are you coming along?" That was going to be her moment down by the pier where she got rid of.
Oh, yeah, Lucille would shoot him. Lucille would just put his head underwater and just hold him there.
Shh, go to sleep.
I also love the bit where
I love
Bruce
Lucille
got
so much.
threatened by hanging him over a building. Bruce can fly.
Yeah.
I thought that was so funny too. I was like, does he not know that he
No, that's why I did the fire thing. I was holding you over the building so you couldn't move very easily.
It was the least intimidating part. I was like, okay, so you let go, I stay here.
That was funny because I was like, you weren't scared at all of that because you knew that you could just fly anyway. It's funny.
Brilliant.
These characters are so good. I love the progression. Even in 4 episodes, we had like a lot of progression.
I allow you to actually date. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, that's only because you're getting some now too.
Yeah, all 4 of you did a great job with great characters who actually had some story arc to them. Some more than others. Bruce was a surprise today, who had a pretty significant character. But everybody had some sort of progression, some sort of moment in the sun, as it were. This was a lot of fun. This was great.
This was a lot of fun. Thanks.
I adored this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was... that was good. So...
Oh, just super quick. Just so we can like get some closure for chat. Bruce asks Kitty on a date, and at the end it's super romantic. Movies, the whole 9 yards.
Aww.
I was wondering because I know
he would
how
go
you
in for
are.
Lucille,
Aw.
I think Kitty probably lets Lucille like do her up. She's like, okay, I'm going on a date. I need help. I have no clue what I'm doing.
See, I was wondering.
There's probably like this montage of Lucille like helping her. And
Yeah,
then,
putting her makeup on, talking the birds and bees.
Yeah.
Not on the first date. Don't tell her about the person being on the first date.
You always want to tell the girl about the birds and the bees on the first date.
No, abstinence works 100% of the time, don't you know?
Lucille's probably like, abstinence?
That's this Greek guy that he knows.
Yeah.
Right.
Abstinence.
Always
Yeah.
working. He just never stops working.
Yeah. I was wondering, because it got to Josh last, and I know Josh loves sucker punches as much as I do. I was wondering if it was
waiting.
da-da-da-da-da-da, and he's like, yeah, Bruce cheats on Kitty all the time, and he gets drunk.
No.
That's not. Bruce is a very simple person.
That's why he's dating Kitty. That makes sense. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this as much as
It's getting salty here at the end of Capers.
Reminder that Capers Noir, the Kickstarter, starts on Tuesday in 3 days' time. Go check it out. That's the 40s themed continuation, but you can also use stuff in Capers as well. And of course, we do have a link that is still just about working for the PDF, the soft, and the hardcover in different forms of combos and stuff. So do go check that out as well.
I love 1940s outfits too.
Yeah,
Me too.
I love 1940s outfits as well. So yeah, go check those out. And again, thank you so much for Craig for sponsoring this show and allowing us to pay all the wonderful cast to do extra fun stuff and then have a happily ever after and get killed by monsters, probably. I don't know, whatever happens in the next 5 seconds, but it's ambiguous. Ambiguous is also a Greek guy, I know. They're related.
Good Zoom type, boss.
Thank you, Lucille. Craig, is there anything you'd like to say?
Yeah, just real quick. The Kickstarter does start on Tuesday, March 12th. That first day is very, very important. Please jump on. If you're planning to back on the first day, the card doesn't get charged till the end of the campaign. It helps to get the Kickstarter off to a big start, and that goes for other Kickstarters too, not even mine. If you're going to back other Kickstarters down the road, the first day is always helpful. You can find me at Nerdburger Craig on Twitters. You can go to nerdburgergames.com to read about all sorts of stuff. In particular, check the main page and the contact page. There's a lot of info there. And you can buy my games at drivethroughrpg.com, but don't do that now. Do either the capers via the discounts here, or go for the Kickstarter, and you can get capers there as well. And there's even PDF add-ons for Die Laughing and Murders and Acquisitions, so you could get those as PDFs as well.
You heard it here, folks. Craig's telling you to not pay more.
No, I want more backers. More backers ultimately means more money. It's a win-win.
There you go. So go check this out. I'm sure we'll tweet on Tuesday when the Kickstarter goes up, won't we? Yeah. So
Yep, I have it on our calendar
there you
already.
go. So there'll be a reminder.
Yeah, I'll get you a link with a referral tag in there too, so that I can actually track.
Ooh, yeah.
Anybody who's listening, that's a good note too. Anybody who's listening to this, if you are planning to back, use the link from Roll4It. That way I can see how many people actually came from Roll4It, and that helps to give me information about how this did, which I can also share with Roll4It, so they know how things went for me, and that helps them find other people too.
And if it goes well, maybe Craig will think about doing something again like this. So
1940s.
I don't know where the story would start.
No, 1940s noir.
Oh, we'll make it
It's
happen.
Lucille and Flip's children and Bruce and Kitty's children.
Sure.
Done.
Oh,
Because they'd be about the right age, right? They'd be about 20.
20 years,
Yeah.
The 20-year generation. Yeah.
There
sure.
we go.
oh, that would be so weird to have like your stepmom be pregnant at the same time as you. Awkward.
Yeah, it's all very odd.
Yeah,
I mean,
it could be
pretty awkward as it is. Your dad is dating someone who's a serial murderer / former.
Oh yeah. This whole situation is odd.
I'm not
Anyway.
a serial murderer.
Just
We'll
a number of
figure it.
murders that are unconnected and happen to occur in a space of time. Sure. Okay. We'll go with that.
Happenstantial.
Happenstantial murderer.
What a crazy random happenstance murderer. Okay. So with that, thank you so much for watching. We will remember to tweet and stuff when the Kickstarter goes out, so we'll remind you if you forget. And go use the discount links again. Thank you so much to Crave for coming along. Thank you very much to everyone for taking part in this, and thank you for all giving quite positive reception. I'm glad you enjoyed. Personally, I really dig this card system. It's good.
It's cool.
It's
good.
good. Yeah.
It's what sold me on the game the first time I played it. I was like, this is awesome.
It's very exciting, as you can tell from the last 4 episodes.
It makes it a lot more fun than just I rolled a dice, because you're like, do I take another one? Do I take another one? So, yeah, anyway, we're going to be off. There will be Mage, 5th edition hack, which is the VTM 5th edition rules, but Mage the Ascension one-shot part 2 in about 32 minutes here. We will not be going down. We will just be going to a break screen, so enjoy Mage in a second. And, yeah, hopefully enjoy that. And thank you very much for watching. But until then, Craig,
Do we have
where can people find you? I'll be doing that after the...
I did the whole spiel.
You did the whole
Nerdburger
spiel.
Craig.
Okay. Dot,
Yep.
who are you? What do you
I'm
do?
Little
Who can
Red
find you?
Dot. You can find me online at Little Red Dot. You will not see me today in Mage. I'm taking my first Saturday off from Roll4It in like 3, almost 4 months. Let me put that in perspective for all of you.
We love you, Dad.
I love you guys too. I'm like, oh wait, I have a Saturday afternoon and I don't have to rush change clothes. Actually, I really do because I do have to go in 1 minute. But you can find me there doing all the tabletop RPGs, and I will be back here on Roll4It, my home away from home, next weekend.
Okay. Josh, what about you?
You can find me gaming FTL everywhere: Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, and I do fun stuff, and we can hang out and have a laugh.
Okay. And Maggie.
Hey everyone, I'm Margaret Crone. You can find me at Margaret Crone in all of the places. I'm back on Twitch again. I opened up with a front page kicker that was just amazing with a bunch of my friends who we played a tabletop RPG that I'm working on myself. And it was really, really fun to do a playtest live. So thank you to those who joined in for that. And you can check up the video on my Plays channel, my Margaret Crone Plays channel later. And I will be starting to do a lot more content. So stay tuned for that.
Okay, as myself, you can catch me on twitch.tv/Interrealism, where on Tuesday evenings I have Magecast, which is like Mage, but with Dresden, and last episode, Josh ended up dueling a giant!
It was cool!
And you accidentally destroyed part of the fabric of your reality that you had. It was weird.
Hey, look, I'm a mage. I do what I want.
It's true, it's true. I can't stop you. I can kill you, but I can't stop you.
Unless you have a celery killer after you. Who's also a mage.
Who also made a plant that just tried to eat you because you made a... Anyway, it's weird. Also, youtube.com/Interrealism. And I will see you in 30 minutes because I need to do a quick turnaround. Bye!